In this video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the great and some of the not so great things about the Galaxy Z Flip 4. Remember, this is not a full review video. I do have a long-term review in the works, so keep an eye out for that. Alright, so getting things started with the hardware. Obviously, a form factor like this is something refreshing, it's fun, and it's nice to see it improving over time. The Flip 4 looks and feels premium and well made. It's IPX8 water resistant, it can wirelessly charge other devices, and the hinge is nice and sturdy. Samsung has done an impressive job with this, as there's a lot going on that we don't even see, making this design practical for everyday use. That of course ties in with the display and all of the tech behind the scenes making it work. On its own, it's a nice panel to look at and use. 1080p dynamic AMOLED at 120Hz with HDR10+. It's crisp, it's super smooth, it pops with color, it's got good viewing angles, it gets the eye candy title for sure, and heck, it folds in half. The Flip 4 may be kinda cute and all, but don't let that distract you from the fact that it's got some top-notch hardware under the hood making for top-notch performance. You're looking at the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, Adreno 730 GPU, 8GB of RAM, and UFS 3.1 storage. This phone is fast, it's smooth, it'll handle everything you put it through from multitasking to gaming, and then some. Whether you love it, hate it, or you're somewhere in between, there's no questioning One UI's almost overwhelming collection of features and customization. There's no shortage of what you can do to create a look, a feel, and operation that's to your liking and preferences. On top of that, Samsung's update commitment deserves a big thumbs up too, with 4 years of major OS updates and 5 years of security updates. Now the cameras are pretty good on their own, but the thing that stands out to me the most is how you're able to take photos and videos with this phone. Using the cameras in flex mode is pretty fun, I can't lie. It changes how you use the cameras, whether it's propping the phone up on a flat surface, being able to take shots from different angles, or using the cover screen to your advantage. It's a really neat feature that you just won't find on regular phones. Keeping the topic in the camera category, but on the other side of the spectrum, we do want to see Samsung step it up a bit with the Flip's camera game. While the main camera is technically better than the Flip 3's with larger pixels, the remaining lenses are actually the same. The cameras aren't bad or anything, they're pretty good as stated previously, but it's clear this wasn't the biggest priority this year. We know Samsung can do better, and we hope to see better on the next iteration, especially when it comes to a device in the $1,000 price range. There's definitely stuff to get used to here. Unfolded, the phone's got roughly the same footprint as any other large phone. When folded, the Flip 4 fits in the palm of your hand, but now it's twice as thick, obviously, but it's kind of like a hockey puck now. While closing it is pretty easy and especially satisfying when ending a phone call, opening it back up is a bit of a challenge one-handed unless you use both, and personally, I'm not looking to do one of these every time. You're also going to have to get used to the volume button placement. Unfolded, the phone is actually slightly taller than the S22 Ultra, but the volume rocker is placed higher. Hand gymnastics, here we come. Now the height of the display is going to take some getting used to as well. The aspect ratio is kinda crazy here, and you're definitely gonna see black bars flanking your content in landscape. I'll toss the crease in here too. While it's not a deal breaker and understandably necessary at this point, it's there, and depending on who you are, it might be a little disruptive, but I feel you'll get used to it pretty quickly like I did. More importantly, the battery life could still use some improvement. It's better than what we saw on the Flip 3, so that's good, but there's still a bit left to be desired. With normal everyday use, you should be able to make it through a day on a single charge. Just don't expect the battery to be able to handle super heavy power user type usage throughout a full day on a charge. Now when it comes to the cover screen, we would like to see some added functionality. While I personally enjoy the functions it does have, and in a way the lack of features helps with daily phone distractions, I do think it would be nice to see more capabilities added and maybe a larger panel, even just for the sake of having the options. Applications like Cover Screen OS show that it's definitely possible to do more with the space provided. Let us know your thoughts on the Galaxy Z Flip 4. Keep an eye out for more videos on this phone, including a new Making It Mine video. Hope you enjoyed. It's been Zach, and thanks for watching.